What's going on, YouTube world? Austin Zaback coming to you with another video. And in this video, I want to talk to you guys about holding an open house effectively, okay? What it means to hold an open house effectively. And if you're a real estate agent or you're aspiring to be a real estate agent, you're not going to want to click away from this video, because in this video, like I said, I'm going to talk to you about the importance of holding open houses, how to hold an open house effectively, the things that you need to know holding an open house, and really just the logistics of what all that looks like. There's a lot of real estate agents out there that aren't holding open houses, and in my opinion, they're missing out on a ton of money, on a ton of relationships, and really they're just missing out on a gold mine, and they're just simply not willing to put in the work. So if you're watching this, I know you're different. I know you're willing to put in the work. I know you're willing to take the time. I know you're willing to put in the effort, and I know you're willing to do whatever it is that you have to do to make your dreams a reality. And one of those things, if you're a real estate agent, in the beginning at least for sure, until you're able to have a team or outsource this or whatever, is holding open houses. And if you saw the title of the video, I made about $80,000 in the year of 2017 holding open houses. And I'll tell you why and why that is here in just a moment. But if you're not already following me on Instagram, make sure you go follow me on Instagram. This is my IG page right here. We're just trying to hit 50,000 followers here. So if you're not already following me there, definitely go follow me there. And before you get your real estate license, Cold Views AZ, we'll answer your questions here in a moment, guys. Okay, so how to hold an open house the right way. So I just put down some notes here. I jotted down a couple of notes, and we're going to kind of go through this together step by step, and I'm going to talk to you guys about what I mean throughout this entire video. So let's go ahead and dive right in. Step number one, find the right house that you want to hold open. Okay, so you're going to want to find the right house, and in order to do that, here's some of my tips, tricks, and recommendations. So not more than a few turns to get there off any main roads. Okay, so basically, what I don't want you to do is find a house where you got to turn off a main road and then make another like 8 turns to get to the house. Okay. From any main road, I want you to be able to make like maybe 2 left turns and a right turn, or 2 right turns and a left turn to get to the property. I don't want you to have to turn 40,000 times to get there. That's going to take way too many signs, and people are not going to be happy. Okay, so make sure that you map this out. You Google map the house, and you know how many turns it's going to take to get you to that house from where you're going to start directing traffic. Make sure the house shows well and is clean and inviting. Okay, don't hold an open house that's messy. Make sure it's nice and clean. Obviously, the owners of the property are not there. There's no animals, etc. Okay, not a gated community. It's too difficult. Unless you're doing high-end luxury stuff, do not hold an open house in a gated community. Okay, not a condo or an apartment. So try to avoid condos and apartments. We want to make sure that people are able to pull up to the property, park on the street, and access the property easily. Okay. Hold an open house where your expertise is, and or where you want your expertise to be. Okay. For me, I'm in Scottsdale, Arizona. I do the whole valley pretty much now, but in the beginning, I focused just on Scottsdale. Okay, so I was known for Scottsdale. I knew my neighborhoods. I knew my stuff. I knew what was going on, and I was considered what they call a market expert in that area. Okay, you could ask me a question, and I could tell you pretty quickly what the answer was. So make sure you keep that in mind. House needs to be priced right. Okay, so if you're going to hold an open house and you think the house is overpriced, do not hold this house open. It makes you look bad and like you don't know what you're doing. Remember, the people that come through this open house, even if it's not your listing, they do not know that, okay? And that actually brings me into another thing really quick, and I'll just go ahead and write it here. It does not have to be your listing, okay? Exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. Okay, you can have an open house. Check with your broker, obviously. Okay, you're going to want to check with your broker. Make sure your broker's okay with it. Your broker might want you to only have open houses within your brokerage, but he or she may not care. Just check with your broker, but it does not have to be your listing. You do not need a listing to have an open house. Okay, you can hold somebody else's listing open. Remember, most agents don't do open houses, so you'll be the one that looks good. Okay, map out where you're going to be placing your signs. So ahead of time, I want you to actually map it out where you're going to be placing your signs. Okay, I want you to have a 20 sign minimum for a good turnout. Okay, so when you join, you get your real estate license, whatever it is, even if you have to borrow somebody else's signs. I've done it. I've borrowed other people's signs. It doesn't matter whose name is on the sign. Okay, at the end of the day, they're there to meet you. That's all that matters. 20 signs minimum. Okay, busiest intersections nearest your subject property. So you're going to start them in the busiest intersections. You're then going to have all signs and all arrows leading them to your open house. So every sign has an arrow, and you want to direct them to your open house from that initial point. You might have one or two, maybe even three different intersections around where you're going to be doing your open house, and it's all going to bring them to that open house based on the arrows for your signs, okay? We want to start marketing your open houses probably 5 to 6 days ahead of time before you hold an open house for maximum results, okay? These are all just ideas. You don't have to do every single one of these, but if you want a mega open house, okay, if you want to hold a mega open house and have mega results and be a real estate badass, then I suggest you implement most of these, okay? Turn on all the lights in the house. I'm gonna touch on this here in just a moment, so make sure you stay tuned. Turn on all of the lights in the house, okay? So many people do open houses and show houses, and they don't turn on all the dang lights. This is so easy, okay? Make sure that you get there 5 to 10 minutes before your clients, and you turn on all the lights, especially in your open houses. Okay, guys, this is laziness. If you're not doing this, you're lazy. Create a nice environment with some light music playing, okay? Bring your phone or your laptop or whatever and have a little light music playing. Have a nice environment, okay? Create flyers for your open house. I say minimum 150 to 200 flyers. You can print these off yourself. It doesn't have to cost a ton of money. And what I want you to do 5 to 6 days beforehand is go knock the neighborhood. Okay, what you're doing is you're inviting the neighbors to come check out the open house, okay? So you're not selling anybody anything. Nothing like that. You're simply inviting the neighbors to come check out the open house. And it's an exclusive invite, okay? You're exclusively inviting the neighbors. Say, hey, John, I'm actually holding an open house on 123 East Main Street this Saturday between 2 and 5, and I would love it if you stopped by, okay? That's it. Have them stop by, bring their friends and family. Typically, neighbors like to pick their neighbors, right? They like to know who's going to live there. They might have a friend, they might have a family member that wants to live in the neighborhood, and giving them a sneak peek to do so is what you want to do. Have business cards next to your flyers. So you want to have these same flyers laying nice out at your open house, okay? Have them laying on the kitchen counter. You're going to walk in the front door, and wherever is through the front door, right? So you want people to walk through the front door. If you have to set up a little card table, do that. If you can do it on the kitchen counter, do that. Whatever it is that you have to do, have business cards and flyers laying out nicely on the table. I would have a sign-in sheet, okay, guys? Some people will argue this and say, you should do a physical sign-in sheet. Some people will say you could do an online sign-in sheet. It really doesn't matter. Here's a tip that I am going to, I'm going to hold on to the tip towards the end of this video, but I do have a tip for you guys on this whole sign-in sheet thing, okay? So stay tuned for that, but you can just have a simple clipboard and a sign-in sheet that says name, email address, phone number, make them sign in. You can even put please sign in per owner's request and tape that to the front door if you'd like to make it a little bit easier so you're not forcing them. They already saw the piece of paper on the front door, okay? You want to be getting these buyers information because most of these buyers are unrepresented. So if you don't sell them this house, I want you to sell them a different house, okay? They're clearly looking for a reason. Utilize social media. Facebook, Instagram, Craigslist, everything, okay? Post on it on Facebook. You're doing an open house. Post pictures. Post details of the open house. Instagram, go live on your story. Do a story, go live, post on your regular feed. Craigslist, you can post multiple times on Craigslist that you're doing an open house. Believe it or not, these actually have really high success rates. You can even do Facebook ads, and you could spend maybe $10 on a Facebook ad and target people in that local area. I'm not going to get too into detail in this video on how to do Facebook ads, but you could target specifically buyers that have the exact amount of money that you need and the age, and you could get really detailed with that and run some Facebook ads, and that could be extremely beneficial, okay? You're passing out flyers in the neighborhood. We already talked about that. Just some basics here, guys. Be upbeat, be cheery, greet each buyer who enters the home. find out what the buyers are looking for, and if possible, show them why your home fits those requirements, okay? And if not, tell them why you're the person that they want to work with, and why it is that you know everything about every house in that local market, in your local market, in that local area, so you can ultimately sell them a different house if they don't buy this house, okay? Most people, again, are unrepresented that are walking into an open house, and you can just simply ask them too, are you already working with a real estate agent? If they say yes, no big deal. If they say no, say fantastic, I would love to help you, blah, blah, blah. I can sing you a list of all of the houses in the area that are this price. What are your requirements, okay? So let them know that you're knowledgeable in the area. You can show them other houses. Jumping in here really quick, make sure everything's still looking good, which it is. Here's some bonus stuff, okay? So you can have balloons attached to the signs. This is a big one. Attach some balloons to the signs. Make it look bigger than it really is. You can have big open house flags in the front yard. I pulled it up right here. Okay, this is what a big open house flag is. I'm not getting paid to show you this. I can put the link in the description below. But this is just a big open house flag. You can have 2 of them in the front yard. So people follow these signs all the way to the open house. They get to the open house and boom, you got 2 big open house flags, maybe some balloons. And you can definitely tell from down the road that that is the open house, okay? So definitely something to think about. Not a must. These are just bonus things that you could do. Okay, here's one that I really like. And this one, you're going to have to bear with me here and really listen to what I'm trying to tell you. So you can have dual monitors, okay? So you can have a laptop, okay? So you have your laptop that you're working on, okay, while you're doing the open house, because why not work while you're at the open house when nobody's there? Get your busy work done. Treat it as your office for the day. Heck, sit 3, 4, 5 open houses a week and treat the open house as your office. It's literally a free office. You can go there, get the work done that you were already going to do anyways, and just sit there and be doing it when nobody else is there. Now, the trick here is this. Here's what I like to do. I like to get dual monitors. So I have an extra monitor in my car. I plug it into my laptop, and I flip that other monitor around so people can see that monitor right when they walk in the front door. So it's like they have the flyers, they have my business cards, and boom, there's this monitor aiming towards them, and then I have my laptop aiming towards me. I'm behind my laptop, monitor's aiming that way, and on the monitor, I have a map with my MLS, my multiple listing service, showing me all of the houses that are active in that neighborhood or in that nearby vicinity, okay? They're going to be like, what's that? Glad you asked, John. That actually is a list of all the houses in the area that are priced very similar to this house, that have similar qualities that this house does. Would you like me to email you this list? John's like, yeah, of course. Awesome. Let me grab your email really quick, and I'll email this over to you right now. Boom. Grab his email. Hey, by the way, what's your name? And hey, are you text friendly? Okay? Not, can I have your phone number, but are you text friendly? Yeah, I'm text friendly. Excellent. Let me grab your number so I can shoot you a text. Boom. You're emailing him all the properties. You're getting his phone number. You're getting his name. And now you have your freaking sign-in sheet, that's not that you could probably do with like a Sheets. Okay, so you could open up, you could do something with like Sheets here, Google Sheets. You could open this up and you could have, you could literally create a little sheet where you do, or you can use a CRM, whatever works best for you, where you have their name, their phone number, their email address, and then, you're going to send them that list of properties that they just saw on your monitor. Now, they ask you, this is really some good psychology stuff here, okay? So have the dual monitors, one facing people. When they walk in with nearby inventory, email that to them and say what I just told you to say, because that works. Okay, guys, be freaking consistent. Don't do one open house and quit. Okay, commit. How many times are you going to do open houses? Once a week, twice a week, once a month, every other week? How many times? And do that. Okay, stay in that local area. I want people to see your signs over and over and over and over and over again, so you're the local expert, and people come to you when they want to buy, sell, or rent, okay? Be consistent. If it's $1 million house, you can have food and beverages. Okay, I'm not against it, but I would not do this on your lower-end houses, as there's no point. If you're doing high-end luxury stuff, you can definitely think about the potential to have food and beverage. Okay, and last but not least, guys, fortune is in the follow-up. Get buyer leads out of this. Guys, 90% of people that come into your open house are not going to buy the open house, okay, the house that you're sitting in. That is just statistics, okay? Statistically, they're just going to find something wrong with it and they want something else. But now that is a lead for you to follow up with in the future, aka like right now, once you have their information, so you can start showing them other houses. And obviously, if you can sell the house that you're sitting in, definitely sell the house that you're sitting in. I've done it multiple times. It can be done. And again, I made $80,000 in 2017 sitting open houses. Crazy, isn't it? And in 2017, I never sold a house that I was sitting in. I just got buyers' information, and I sold them other houses. Okay, all throughout the entire valley, by the way. I've developed relationships, I've built rapport, and now I have lifetime buyers that will refer me to their friends and their family that can go into my CRM and I can follow up with for the rest of my life, all because I sat open houses when in reality, I was just going to be sitting around working anyways, so why not sit in an open house? Okay, guys, so this is so simple, okay? Go through this, rewatch this video if you need to. This is how to hold an open house the right way. Dress for success, obviously. Don't overdress, but don't underdress. Know what you're doing. Use your intuition. If you're sitting in $1 million house, wear a suit. If you're a girl, wear a nice dress. I'm not going to tell you ladies how to dress, but guys, if it's a smaller house, don't overwhelm people. Maybe just wear a nice dress shirt or something like that. Maybe a nice sweater, depending on the weather where you're at. So, guys, again, this is some basic stuff, but you need to be doing open houses. If you're not doing open houses, you're missing out. You're missing the boat altogether. You're completely missing the entire thing. You could literally make $30 or $40 or $50,000 per year, every single year, without a shadow of a doubt, if you just hold open houses, you stay consistent, you follow up with people, you get people's information, and you do it the right way. Okay, it's not complicated. It's not expensive. It's basically free. It's a free way to advertise yourself, and you're just totally missing out if you're not doing it. So I highly urge you guys to do it. Let's go ahead here really quick, see if we got any questions. I'm going to get my license, Austin. I went to MCC to get the hours. Got everything. I just got to pay $75 to take the test. Keller Williams came to our school, and they have good training. That's awesome, Pedro. Yeah, definitely go get your real estate license. I would recommend to any millennial that's looking to get into real estate to get their real estate license and to go out there, make your goals and dreams a reality. Follow my YouTube, watch all my YouTube videos. I'm dropping my real estate mastery course in a week and a half-ish, so stay tuned for that. The link will always land down in the bio. It's basically real estate mastery, the best real estate millennial agent training course by a millennial to a millennial on the planet. I'm always going to be adding more to the course too, so once you become a part of the course, you become a part of the community. There will be a lot that happens within that community, right? So definitely stay tuned for that. Purchase that if you've ever wanted to get into real estate or you already are in real estate and you just want some tips, tricks, and to be a part of something greater than yourself. Definitely go follow me on Instagram. I post here pretty much daily, so do that. And as always, guys, if you like this video, drop down in the comments below, please, what you'd like to see on the next video. Smash that notification bell. Definitely subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Let me know what you'd like to see, and I'd be happy to bring it to you. And with that, guys, I hope you have a great rest of your day, okay? And we'll see you guys.